Gentlemen, I don't want to make this awkward, but my Chinese mythology boner is raging right now.
Right! So, Brolin?
Donnie Yen, Chow Yun Fat. I didn't need to know anything else. I could have been asleep to that trailer and I'm going to this movie.
I'll be honest, if you're going to pick one man to represent the single force that brought down heaven and earth, Donnie Yen is an awesome choice. I mean, I've seen Jet Li play this role. I've seen the anime version of it. I'm really excited to see Donnie Yen, see what he brings to the role. It looks like we might not be getting the kind of happy, like, oh, did I accidentally bring down the world power structure, Monkey King? And get more of a, I'm here to F all your shits, Monkey King.
Yeah, this looks like a Monkey King version where, and I'm no expert on Monkey King mythology, but to set the level of like rage and pandemonium, and there may be like Curse the Golden Flower scenes in this movie. It's clearly being shot in HD, and they're like doing that thing they do where everything is like the most artistic thing they've ever dreamed of. Like each new thing they've done is the most perfect essence of Chinese folklore art. But like the level of mayhem involved in this trailer is at such a level that like I have to ask, like, is there a scene in this movie where the entire Jade Dynasty like pees in Monkey King's cornflakes? Because he's mad. He's insatiably angry in every scene.
Do you want to know why Monkey King is so angry?
I assume a very valid reason.
You assume wrong. If this follows the original story, Monkey King's main beef with all of creation is that it just doesn't do what he wants. He goes after heaven because heaven comes after him, pretty much telling him to calm it down a bit. You might be asking why they ask him to calm it down a bit. He literally beats up death and gets his name taken off the list of people that can die, and all his friends. He pretty much just hands out immortality to his whole race. And then heaven comes down and asks him to stop. And then he demands to be titled the Sage Equaling Heaven, which of course heaven doesn't take too kindly to, and things escalate from there. No one in this story really has super valid reasons for the amount of mayhem you're going to experience.
Well, it looks like they're going to live up to the level of mayhem, I'm just telling you that. Like, everyone plays it like this shit. Like, plays it, I'm going to quote, exalted level combat. Like when you see like celestial martial arts, sidereal martial arts, are like you're bending concepts and forces of nature to your will. Like, we are past the point where like, oh, he created a technique where he can like hit
punch
you
things
without hitting you. I'm like, we are at the level where he's like, I'm gonna hit you with the concept of fire, and it's like that is what we're experiencing. There's a giant turtle in the sky. I'm down. I'm sold. I'm online.
I was actually the first one to find this trailer, surprisingly, for a strange change. The timing could not be better. Looks like the release date's February 7th, which means it's coming out about almost exactly a month before the domestic release of Journey to the West Conquering the Demons. See Stephen Chow, Journey to the West retelling, which is absolutely amazing, and everyone should go see it when it comes out.
This would actually function as a sort of prequel.
Yes, that's kind of the thing I was about to bring up, is in that movie they established that the Monkey King has been imprisoned by Buddha for 500 years. Now we get to see why he was imprisoned by Buddha for 500 years. The level of martial arts is just mind-blowing. The set pieces look fantastic. Yeah. And one thing I'm really, really liking watching this trailer is normally when they get really heavy CG in Chinese movies, great examples of Flying Swords of Dragon Gate is kind of a sufferer of this. It's really, really easy to tell. Like, their CG just isn't as good.
Yeah.
This movie, since it's almost going, it looks to be almost completely exclusively that barrier that's kind of fucks with your suspension of disbelief, just doesn't look to really be as present, which makes me extremely excited for the levels of chaos we look to be getting into with this movie. So check this out when this comes out in February. Go see Journey to the West Conquering the Demons in March, and it looks to be it looks like we're just getting hopefully a good year for classic Chinese mythology.
And I am always happy to see the celestial bureaucracy. They always bring some sort of ruckus that I can enjoy.
Yeah, I mean, just one last quick final thought. Like, this is one of my big beefs. Like, I've studied and I love Western mythology for a long time. You know what it doesn't have? It doesn't have, like, iconic things like that dragon roaring at the end of that trailer. Just blows my mind. Like, Monkey's gonna go fight with it. Like, dragons in Chinese mythology, like, hold down base concepts to keep them from floating away. Like, that's probably the dragon that holds North down. You might go, like, how does a dragon, like, control North? Like, it just dies. Just stop asking questions. Like, he's gonna go...
If you could answer these questions, you'd be enlighted. You wouldn't be dealing with us.
Yeah, you'd be on Monkey
dragon.
is about to go fight the direction of North. I don't know if that's actually the dragon, so, like, please, if you know who that dragon's supposed to be or what concept he represents, don't get on my grill about it.
If I remember, it's been a long time, but that might be Buddha's ride.
No, well.
Because yeah, he's at one point going to challenge Lao Tzu. He's going to challenge Buddha. Like, if this follows the original story at all, which...
Sure looks like it.
Yeah,
like
I mean...
They show him getting the heaven staff.
Show the Jade Emperor.
Yeah, I mean, if you know, I can trust the 30 seconds of explosions to give me an accurate content descriptor, like...
Well, Michael Bay could get us an accurate reading on those explosions.
Well, that's because he speaks explosion. I don't. I only speak very poor Mandarin and kind of bad English. So, I mean, from what I've seen, it looks like we're following the original story. And if it is, I mean, like he said, we're definitely seeing him get the pinwheel of the Milky Way. I'm kind of curious if it brings in his subjects, because they do actually show up a bit in the movie, but they tend not to show up in any adaptations. I'm really excited. Like, worst comes to worst, I could tell from this trailer, I'm going to see Donnie Yen and Explosion Fu everywhere. I can accept that.
That ain't half bad.
No, if I can get that into my eyeballs, that is enough for me. So, I'm excited by this. I think it's safe to say most Fu Cru is. I hope you get excited. I hope when we get hopefully we get a US release. I really do. If not, there's always Yes Asia, I guess. Like, we'll have to wait for Blu-ray or whatever, but I really hope we get a US release for this one.